receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense one.
Nice move to keep running. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quick handoff. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Time to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Breaks the tackle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. He has the first and still on his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
Man, when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with a sack. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. It's a running room. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. He's got it on the right. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give to the left side. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running to Green. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs for Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently, he's
loose. There he goes. Past the 30. He's at the top, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorn! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the Longhorns get enough to move the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He caught it. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texans!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to run it. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So the 1st half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well,
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Moore to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Here comes the heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Makes a catch at the 10. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell.
And it slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense in hurry-up mode. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pulls it in. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the first and goal. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
To the air on first down. He's going up top. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Moore will throw. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. He wants to go deep. A full dive to haul that one in. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41.
First and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. The play action fake. Rushes on him. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a first down play.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last. Lets it fly deep downfield. This is caught for the way touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Manning. A little screen to the running back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. At 45 on its way. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? He wants to change this route. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going over the top. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play. And all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Moore to the air. Here's a hit. Hit hard as as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He
fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close.
Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will kick it off to get us underway. Texas. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. And a really nice job by the kicker. Get down there and make sure they limit that return. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. That's caught. It's Bernard. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Fires it. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Alabama quickly back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Manning. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rocket.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They've got it now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. The Longhorns want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's McCutcheon. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms, and to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some points.
And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Creates a little room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it, 1st down and 4. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's going to bring this one out. Delivers the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Right back to him on the ground. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Longhorns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Give to the back. There he goes. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Bounced right back to them.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. It's a seam wide open. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Defense going all in to stop the run. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn!
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes he...
Oh, a lot of space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense... They keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
3rd down play from the gun. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, a really nice decision early in the game by the QB. You're in great field position, at least going to have an opportunity to kick a field goal. 3rd down, nothing open, just throw it away and let your head coach make the decision.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. And And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown time.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the point after is good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's not going to take the touchback. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Texas. Once he got some room, it was over. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen.
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. Coming out with it, it's Hale. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still got to be able to sprinkle in some.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
The Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't quite haul it in.